Great. So we're going to start trig applications chapter with learning about the idea of finding the area of a triangle, a parallelogram, or a rhombus. And all the triangles that we're going to do today, and actually this whole chapter, are going to be non-right triangles. Okay, so we're going to be working with triangles that do not have any right angles in them. So they're not going to be right triangles. When we look at a parallelogram or a rhombus, how many triangles are in there? Well, in each, I guess. Hopefully two, right? You guys can look at them. They're kind of made up of two different triangles. One, two. Okay. Oh, okay. If you did another one, yes. Because you could. We're just going to work with two because you'll see it makes it much easier. Do you guys remember anything about a rhombus, like about the size? They're congruent. All the sides in a rhombus are equal. Good job. Now, in a parallelogram, you guys had opposite sides congruent. What about the angles in both a rhombus and a parallelogram? What do you guys think about this angle and this angle? They're equal. They are equal. They look the same when you look at them. Right? Same thing over here. These two are equal. So you have opposite sides are going to be congruent in these figures as well. Okay, this is as far as we have to go. Okay. So, on your reference sheet, this is the best part of the day. You guys actually get this formula. You don't have to memorize it. I know, for one. Okay, it's given on the reference sheet, and this is what it looks like. Now, when you guys are setting up the formula, we have to be very careful, and this kind of like threw the other class off. The A, B, and C here is not always going to be like A, B, and C. This is a general formula. So you're not always going to work with angle C. Can't you work with something that's called angle A? Or angle B, or F, or T? So this formula is very general. We want to pay attention to what we're subbing in more than the letters. So C is always going to be the angle. Right? Whatever this is next to the sign is always the angle. These two, the A and the B, are just going to be the two sides that form the angle, right? We are not going to go by what the A, B, and C is in the triangle. Because we could have a triangle that's called DEF, right? As a name, then it has to be A, B, C. So we want to pay attention more to the position, not like what the letter is. Okay. The other thing that's going to be really important is that you guys are drawing your pictures correct. Because if you're not drawing your pictures correctly, you can't figure out what sides and angles go together. So whenever we are drawing our pictures with a triangle, we want to make sure that sides and angles are across from each other. Okay? Angles, right, are usually going to be capitalized, and they're going to be on the inside of my triangle. So this is angle A. Side A is going to be a lowercase, and it's going to go directly across from the angle. So did they say something about side A? You want to find your angle A, and it's going to go across from it. The same thing's going to happen with angle B and side B, right? So when you guys set things up, we got to make sure we are very careful. Angle C, side C. Yep, you've done this before, but just in case. All right. Now the first thing that we're going to do is make sure you're all capable of drawing them. Honestly, that is almost like the hardest part. So here we're giving you a triangle ABC. Right, I'm going to draw myself a little picture. I would, and here's the thing. What you're going to see today is kind of easy, but by the end, it's going to be a lot of multi-step stuff, where if you don't draw the picture, you won't be able to see what you're missing. So I would do it, just to make sure you can. So if you have triangle A, B, C, usually you guys see these go in order of some sort. So you don't want to go like A, C, B. You know, kind of make it correct. Right. So they're saying angle A is 120. So I'm going to put my 120 on the inside part. Now these are lowercase. So that's talking about side B. Where should you put that 10? Good. Now across from where angle B is. That's going to go down here. Same thing. Side C, that EP's got to go across from angle C. what we want to make sure is that you have the two sides that form the angle. And yeah, this is why it's important to draw it, because eventually you're going to get problems where they might give you this, and those aren't the two sides that form 120. So you want to draw your picture to make sure. So 18 and 10 form my angle. So when you guys use your formula, okay, you have K equals 1/2 AB sine of C. K is the area. Now, remember when I told you guys don't pay attention to A, B, and C? Right? This is why. Because do you have angle C? No. Right? So what we're going to be using, though, is more the idea of where the place is. So C is the angle that you're using. So what angle did I have up there? 120. Good job. So this is going to be my 120. I'm going to put my sign in. Now the A and B are just the two sides that make it up. So the two sides that form this angle are 10 and 18. Does it matter if you did 18 and 10? No. No, because multiplication is commutative. The order does not matter. The best part about this is at the end, now we're just going to take our calculator and literally plug this in all at one time. Please make sure your mode is in degree though. If you're not, it's messed up. Just give your mode a quick check. Make sure you graph. That's it. Yep, that is the one time you are physically graphing a trig function. Good job. We're in radians.
Yeah, and they put the end down there.
10 times 18 times 5 120. Yeah, you're literally just typing it in. So did we get this? 77.9? Good. And so the nearest whole number is 78. I'm just curious, Paige, they put what it was be in radians as a multiple choice?
Yeah.
Yep. The first time. Yep, they do. Can I just share that with everybody? So listen, you guys have to be very, very careful, because if you left this in radians, guess what they did? They put that as a multiple choice. You wouldn't even know that you were wrong. Right? So you have to be very, very careful. Yeah, this one's right up where you just exam. I know. Alright, this is a nice one. Okay. So here we have our lovely little area. We found my formula. Triangle. Oh yes, sorry. Triangle. There we go. Sorry, check out my spelling there. What should you guys put in place for your angle? What's your angle here? 94. Great. Okay, so we're going to put that in. Now the two sides. Good job, Anna. Hold on, Alright, let's type that all in. See what you guys got. It does 3. Oh, good, Katie.
I was going to help you out.
I wrote it down too.
Alright, what do we get?
107.737.
737. Perfect. Fantastic. Good job. Okay. Now this next question. Alright, listen, this next question's got a lot of weird things in it, and if they want to be mean, this is probably the hardest way you guys can see it. Okay? So this one asks you guys to find the exact area of the parallelogram. Now, when I asked you in the beginning, how many triangles are in a parallelogram? So 2. Okay. Do we have an area of a parallelogram formula? No. But this is for a triangle, right? Okay. So if this is for one triangle, okay, well, what do you guys think we're going to have to do? Times it by 2. Oh, very nice, guys. So if you're going to try to find a parallelogram, all we have to do is times it by 2. Because there's really 2 triangles. If you understand this, that's great by multiplying the whole thing by 2. Or if you're solid with math, instead of multiplying it by 2, what would that really just do to the 1/2? It would just get rid of it. Okay, so you can either times it by 2 for a parallelogram, or just get rid of the half in the formula. Okay, whatever one you're comfortable with. So, in this problem though, when we start setting up everything here, let's start putting some things in. Okay. What is going to be our C? What's our like?
60.
Good, 60. Nice. Now the A and the B are 10 and 16. Do we want, what do you guys think? Are you okay since it's a parallelogram getting rid of the 1/2?
Yeah.
Okay. If not, keep it multiplied by 2 at the end. Okay. Now those of you guys who are jumping to your calculators, you want to hold up for a second, because this is a very special little problem.
Why wouldn't they?
Maddie, great job. Usually you guys could just go through it in your calculators, but you want to pay close attention. This word exact, when it comes up, right, it has something to do with your ordered pairs. Because can your calculator give you a radical? No, it rounds it. So, I want you to think, and Maddie, what did you know about the sign of 60? Think about your ordered pairs.
Oh, wow.
Good. The sign at 60 degrees is really radical 3 over 2. Yeah.
Great.
So, this whole sign of 60 is radical 3 over 2. And now we want to simplify this because our calculator can't do a radical. So to make it exact, we want to leave the radical there. But can we do something with 10 times 16? What is that? 160. Good. And then radical 3 over 2. Can we cancel anything here? Doing 160. Good, Theory. Nice job. So if we do 160 and 2, we're going to get 80. So the exact value would be 80 radical 3. This was probably a 2-point question, and they would give you 2 if you got the right thing. If you were someone from here, if you just, did it all on a calculator, you would at least get 1. But just weird stuff like that is going to come up where you got to just be careful with how you're reading things. Okay. Let's try example 4. This is a good one. A little bit different. So, in ABC, okay, ABC, doesn't have to be great looking, but you just want a visual. AD is 12. Now this one looks a little bit different. Do you guys know what that means when they're together? The segment, good. So AD is 12, AC is 20. Now, oh wait, the area is 77. Find the measure of angle A. Do I know this? Weird. Okay, let's have a formula. Good, sweetie, right? Alright, well let's see what we know here. Do we know the area this time? 77. So K is your area. Right? Now your A and B, 12 and 20. But then you have sign of what? X. Great job. Okay. This one's just a teeny different, right? You might get stuff like this. So whenever you're trying to find the area of a triangle, we want to use our formula. Can we figure out what is this going to give us? 120. All right, 120? Whole thing? Okay, good. I like this problem. How do we separate this to get your side? Good job, guys. All right. 77. 0.641 divided by 120. Good. So we get this is really equal to the sine x. Does anybody remember to get that missing degree? What key do we need? Oh, Brittany, fantastic.
I'm so confused.
Did you do that too? Oh. Wait, you want to do 77? You got to divide by 120. 77. You want to get sine. There you go. So second function key from here. So second sign, and then put that answer in. Brittany, that was great.
Second minus, right?
Yep, second, and then put that second negative in. So let's read this careful. Where do they want you guys to go here? Nearest degree, so or actually 40. Yeah, 40 degrees. Is that not enough? So 40 degrees here. Why don't you guys try out 5? yourself a nice little picture. Anybody wants to do it up there? See? There you go.
That's what you're doing.
Wow.
You would work.
Oh, years 10, sorry. That's two places after the decimal. Here's one. Anthony, what's the answer?
30.9.
What is that?
30.9.
No. You keep going. Sorry. You know what?
Oh wait, why did I do 10? Yeah, because I do this, and then I get the answer.
That's gonna mess. I always just did it 110.
Okay. So I did this all the way.
I mean, it's fine, but like you just have more of like a space, especially with rounding things, you know?
Yeah.
Perfect. Good job. How do you do 30.9? Most of you guys 30.9? Yeah. Good. Alright, sorry, we'll get, I don't think we'll have time to get to this next one. But just make sure if it's a parallelogram, what do you have to do to it? Take out that 1/2. Okay. So if you were going to set this up, right, since it's a parallelogram, get rid of that 1/2. We should have 24, 30, sine of 57. And you can do the
25, 30.
and this one should be 60. Make sure it's 4. Yep. Okay. So if you guys are going to do that, sorry, that's kind of fast, but just so you like
I
try
did
it.
number 6 before, and I did say that said parallelogram.
Let's do this triangle. That's okay. So listen, your homework that I gave you guys has 2 sides, just because I needed like a variety of questions for you guys. Want some where you have to make sure you can draw the picture right, some that are a parallelogram. So you'll see on the top, side 1, just do 1, 4, and 7. Side 2, 3, 5, 6, and 8. Your Regents review stuff